get us some. Oh, look at that.
Oh
10
yeah,
years
we're
ago,
getting
I
into
got my
Derrick
finger
Henry
tattooed.
territory.
Yeah, baby.
Turn that air on, JoJo.
Turn it on.
It's hot. Hey, I found it.
Never mind. No, yeah.
Oops. Love it. Share it.
Crank her down. Are we on?
Yeah.
Hey.
We are fully live. If you want to share the show on YouTuber.
Can you be? Hey, they did the work this week for Alta Fiber to come down here. They're installing Monday.
Nice. We might be able to go live
Wonderful.
on TikTok.
Thank you for patiently waiting.
Did the two of you hear that?
Hear what? Did you?
It's just one now.
That's funny.
I'm
Do
sharing.
we
it
want to
Derrick
turn
Henry?
that? Do we need to turn that so you can see it better, Mike?
Touchdown.
It was Derrick Henry. Who you playing?
So to my earlier question, though, when does it become transportation?
Oh,
When you put
save
shoes
it
on
for-
your feet, or your feet transportation?
Your feet. What's the core of the transportation? It's your feet, right? Because you can wear different shoes. You can wear no shoes.
I don't think it's the shoes. It is
It's the feet.
It's the thing that moves you.
Exactly.
A car is transportation. It moves
So
you.
that's my point.
Exactly.
Is like, if I don't even think shoes are. I think if you put Heelys,
Ooh.
I think that's the gap.
Whoa. Okay, so Heelys jumps from feet are no longer your transportation now.
No,
and
the wheels
wheelies.
are.
Yes, exactly. Heelys need to come back.
They are back.
They've never left.
They're still around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
I want to see you on stage.
I would.
Turn to John chapter 3.
You know, I would do that.
I do it.
I would definitely.
It's
do
a
that.
triple dog dare.
Put some little ramps in.
Do a
Be
little
doing like
half pipe.
parkour.
That's how you sell your point.
I bet you they're not. I bet you they're more
And
expensive.
Jesus
They're
said, "Wow."
not super cheap, but they're not expensive either. Go for it.
Yeah, maybe I'm.
Adult Heelys.
Yeah, I'm a 10 and a half. I'm a 10 and a half.
Man, that privacy
But
screen
anyway,
is
I think
awesome.
that's where it becomes
I
transportation.
can't see
Yeah.
nothing.
If you.
Outside
crazy.
of manual,
Like I, looked
I
over,
get
was
what
like,
you're
he's on his
saying.
phone.
Like
I
just
was like, it looked
walking,
black.
crawling,
yeah, that's
swimming.
it's just moving.
That's just you manipulating the air,
Hey,
or ground,
Floyd.
or water
Thanks
around
for tuning
you.
in, buddy.
right.
So, is an airplane transportation?
Yes.
Of course
Okay.
it is, because it's moving.
Wait, was that a serious question? You have
Wait.
6 of them when you're hanging up in your office.
No,
Wait.
I'm.
Can music be transportation?
Oh, what if it
Under the
takes
right
you somewhere?
circumstances.
Because it moves me.
I wanna
Hold me
take you
now.
there.
I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking
Maybe 6
motivation, not
feet
motivation, transportation.
is more than feet. Yeah, is that all right? I think that was all right.
You can clip that one.
I caught a glimpse of the.
Can you turn headphone
the
3
Bob
up just
Glass
slightly?
News article.
Check 1, 2, right there.
Oh, is it Noah? What are you
Dustin
doing
Clark.
to me right now?
I'm the only one
I
here
swear.
to ask Joey how he did
No,
on
it's
the
fine.
Wordle.
word.
Or all I did it in 6. I got it right at the end. It was touch and go for a bit. It was
That's
touch
still
and
a
go for
thing?
bit. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of games now besides just Wordle.
Yeah, we know.
They're amazing. I need to share this.
Uh-oh.
Somebody's got a case of the yawns.
Somebody's got a case of the...
I don't know why, but that sounds racist.
The yawns.
Case of the yawns.
It does a little bit.
Dustin said stupid word. Was it idiotic? Sorry, I'm eating a cookie.
How many letters does it have to be in Wordle?
It can only be 5. No more, no less.
What is Wordle?
Wordle is a game where you start off with just a keyboard and you guess a 5-letter word, and then it tells you per letter. If it's blank, if it doesn't come back as a color,
Every day
then
it's a
it's
new
not in the word. If it comes back yellow, it's in the word, but in a different place than where you had the letter. If it comes back green, it's in the right place
It's
in the
time.
word.
Sounds like a Price is Right game.
It's very fun.
Go ahead and push it up. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
On the mic,
4 dudes.
hot bus taking flight.
All night.
Joey
Mode of
Josh and
transportation.
Brett, talking God all night.
It's taking flight.
Last
Yeah.
lessons too. Bible stories crew.
Oh, sharing it.
Every episode,
Now.
something fresh and new. Pop us on your feet, spreading light and glee. Joey, Josh, and Brett, talking scripture free. They got funny vibes.
Comes on.
Pushing tails with pride.
Boom, boom.
Keep you entertained on this holy ride. Funny banter strong. You can't go wrong.
I'm gonna lose that.
Tune in every week for the sacred song. Powers on your
Go
feet,
ahead slowly.
spreading light and glee. Joey, Josh, and Brett,
Hey.
talking scripture free.
What's going on? I'm looking
Oh.
over here tonight,
Floyd's on early.
not over there. Welcome to Pod Bless Podcast. I'm your host, Josh Williams. He's your other host, Joey McNuckles.
I'm thirsty.
Here's another host, Brett Randall, Dick Man.
That's his name.
And our special guest today, Michael Barbray, a.k.a. The Randy.
Well, you just gave it away.
Oh, we talked about it the other time you were on.
Oh, yeah.
I think nobody's going to know.
A handful of people get that.
There's
More
two.
so, nobody's going to care.
Those numbers aren't always right. I just want to put that out there. Those numbers are not always right.
90% of the time.
They're not.
Thursday
They're
night
right.
football. We have it on Chris Jackson.
They can see it.
This isn't our first battle with the
Oh,
NFL.
they can.
They can only see the 40-yard line.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't know what's happening.
Oh, touchdown, Chiefs.
It's a rerun.
If he scores right now, I'm going to freak out.
We're watching the Super Bowl from last year. Welcome to
We have
Podless
0
Podcast,
Yeah,
where
that's
we're
not
just a
true.
few dudes sitting down talking about our Christian faith, but somewhat more so a comedic style of humor.
We do like to keep it light.
I think all humor is comedic style.
Oh,
Possibly.
no. There's satirical humor.
I think
There's dark humor.
comedy could be considered a mode of transportation because it moves me to laughter. If you tuned in early enough, you caught all that early banter.
If I pick you up and carry you, did I just become a mode of transportation for you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
We're on a Christian podcast, or I would have had a good thing to say about what you would be.
Thank you for restraining yourself.
Thank you for cleaning my toilet. For those of you out there listening later, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for being a part of our show by listening. Remember, every Thursday night at 9 p.m., you can tune in live with us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter,
And we're
Not
currently
Twitter.
having some upgrades done.
on Twitch.
So you should be able to soon also
Be on
join
TikTok.
us on the Tick
What
and
if
the
they don't?
Talk. What if they don't what?
Upgrade.
Oh.
I mean, I saw the truck working out there.
And what if it doesn't fix our problem?
Yeah, what if it does work? It's kind of what I was going
That's
for.
what he was meaning to say. That's the mode of
If it doesn't,
transportation he was taking.
if that doesn't fix our problem, then something else will.
But you'll have super fast internet.
Elon.
And we'll be paying less for internet.
Ooh.
Yeah, this actually
Isn't
worked
that
For
out.
the
weird?
first year, and then the next year you're going to be paying double.
There's no contract.
Just
You
telling
can
how it
quit
works.
anytime.
Yeah.
That's what you do every month. Or every time it misses and comes back, you just have to switch to the next one.
Well, they scored. That's all we have to say.
That was quick.
Rookie scores the TD. Chris Jackson
Is
comments.
Chris gonna call the game? I love that approach.
So I guess I could just do my segment and we can end the show.
You want to do yours first or mine first?
No, I was just saying
Oh,
because
can I go first?
you guys will be watching football the whole time.
On a reverse?
It'll
I
be
had a
Joey
good one that
first.
goes with that.
Sit down and listen up to what Joey's got to say.
I was asked today, why do people like football so much?
And
And I think it's because
Did you say it brings nations together?
no, because it brings, I don't know if it brings nations together.
It does.
It
Brazil,
is. Yeah. England.
England, Germany,
Yeah, sure.
oh, soccer?
the real football.
I think we like it because like the rules and like it seems complicated, which I guess it kind of is, but it's also like really simple. And like we like easy objectives and we like easy rewards, right? So it's like not that football's easy, but like it like 2 + 2 is 4. So like normally if you run faster and throw further than the other person, you're gonna score, right?
If you can catch it.
Yeah, assuming that. But like, I don't know. Plus, we like watching people fight each other, and this is like the most humane fight that we could have.
Oh. No, there's UFC, man.
That's less humane.
It's true,
There's
but it's still
hockey.
better.
Less humane. They're skating on swords.
Greg
Literally.
Wiseman says
Yeah, but when they fight,
football?
as soon as they go to the ground, they stop
That's
it.
true. Yeah.
So like actual
Oh.
fighting.
That's why I
Greg.
think less guys die in the UFC than
Greg.
boxing. What do you say?
Greg Wiseman says football. Did someone say football? Go Bucks!
So apparently there was like
In
a
the comments.
revival outbreak at Ohio State University.
I doubt that.
And no, Greg sent me the video. There was,
I
and it
doubt
looked pretty legit. And it was the first time where he said "Go Bucks," and I had to like agree with him because
No, because they were doing something for God.
They're probably worshiping Satan.
oh, no, that's not. They weren't. They were. It was. It was. I don't want to
Good
make. I don't
things
want to.
happen,
I don't
Brett.
want to make fun of that.
I'm not. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm not. I don't. Care.
I think it was genuine, but also, I'm still not going to root for the Buckeyes.
What was the question before?
Well, that's not my segment at all.
Oh, well, you started right in talking about football. I just assumed it was,
Thought it was.
going that direction.
No.
Hey, Tyler Havlin, nice to have you on the show.
Tyler Havlin, a good night.
I have a question
Yeah?
for you. This is
Yeah.
post-Olympic. Also, like Reggie Bush, some college football stuff are coming to this.
Post
So-
Olympic for the post
Yeah, so-
after, not before
Like
the
Post
next one.
Malone.
The idea of
You know
let's
that was
say-
one of those rap name generators.
Yes, you told me that before.
Post Malone.
Post Malone told you that?
No, you did.
Oh, I forgot.
Right?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
You're fine. I was gonna say pre-Carl, but it doesn't. It's not funny. I thought a joke because like Post Malone,
Yeah.
Carl Malone, Post and
go.
pre-Carl.
He was called the Postman.
Was he?
Yeah, because he always delivers. Yes.
Nice. I accidentally did that.
You don't remember that?
No. Okay, so
Can't buy a bucket. Hey,
In-
Matt Barber.
in the Olympics, you can win medals, right? In
Correct.
college football, you can
Wait.
win the Heisman Trophy.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. This year we had an American gymnast who won a bronze medal, and then
Boo.
on technicalities,
Loser.
they reviewed it and said that she should not. So she did a routine that was better than the fourth place person's routine. It was misjudged, and so the United States gaming whatever commission thing, not the gambling people,
That's
but the
That's what that is, yeah.
the United States Olympics, whatever, petitioned for a review of the score. They reviewed it and they got it back correctly. She was the bronze medal winner.
Cool.
Well, it turns out that there was a discrepancy on when the review was placed. And according to the rules, you only have a minute to do the review. The Americans say they did it in like 20 seconds. The people who were in fourth place said they had the review in like a minute and 5 seconds, which would make it invalid. She did the routine that was better, but they're just technicality trying to. So the IOC ends up deciding she has to give the bronze medal back.
Oh,
So-
because of that?
Yes.
Minute 5?
Yes, exactly. Which they have video evidence that shows that they got the review in on time, but the
Yeah.
IOC is being a little weird to them, right? So here's my question. First question: if you had, so she's already home in the United States, has the medal in hand, are you giving that medal back?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's in the mail.
You did the routine.
It's all out of, it's not,
You
out-
won.
It's
Yes.
out of character at that point. It's not out of, I got the medal. No, you ain't getting that back. It's like, no, eventually they're going to take it. It's the world.
Can they?
It's a world committee.
What are they gonna do? Send cops?
Shame you? Cancel you? Cancel you?
Yeah,
So-
I mean, if it was maybe if it was a gold, but it's just a bronze.
That's true.
Give
I
the
can't win a
back.
bronze medal. None of us
Nobody
can win a bronze
remembers.
medal.
Nobody remembers who sucks the
lost.
most unless they're breakdancing. She issued an apology.
She should have too. Like that.
That was
whole,
awful.
I was really frustrated by that whole thing because I'm not saying like
Apologizing for what?
The
Did you
breakdancer
not see
you
it?
didn't
from
see that.
Australia.
Well, I saw it, but what was she apologizing for?
She rigged
For
it.
whole
being an
part of it, all
international
of it.
embarrassment.
She rigged it. Her boyfriend was the guy who judged her to get into the Australian breakdancing.
I have not heard this
competition.
part.
Oh yeah, it was a whole rig. Like,
I was wondering how she got there.
they both teach breakdancing in Australia, but it's like,
Taught, I think.
yeah, it's all a lie. They suck and they do it to like get paid, but they don't know what they're doing. And he joined the committee for who's going to the Olympics. Voted her in. She got in. Got all the way here. She's actually a professor of breakdancing at a university in
Those who
Australia.
can't do
I'm going to
teach.
say it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got rid of that. And yeah,
There's no way. Like, how
I
who
was
should
fr-
take the class
Dude.
serious after that?
right.
Everyone was rushing to her defense, like all breakdancing is good, and I'm like, stop it! This is the Olympics. Like, we're not going to let people in here that stink at it.
Matt,
I
the-
love
she
how
can go have
fast
fun.
The game is on in
The
the
Olympic
background.
Committee came out and said,
He was
not in
asking.
2028.
Oh, Pastor Derek, I'm jealous right now. He said he's watching from Gettysburg. He's been on the battlefield for the last 3 days.
Wow.
Matt, you're right. People do take the Olympics too seriously. Also, what
I
happens?
think it should be held in, like, Athens.
Oh,
every year.
That would be really
Not every
cool.
year, but every 4 years or whatever. Athens, Coliseum, this thing up.
That would be good.
Like,
That's a good. I was gonna say, or at least always in a nation that already has enough stadiums.
'Cause
There's no
unless-
reason to build all these
well,
stadiums.
unless it's in America, they always complain about the conditions. So
Well, because they usually stink, like when swimmers are puking their guts up. But also in
you saw that
football,
toilet in Paris.
Yeah.
when did Reggie Bush win the Heisman, Brett? Do you remember?
2005.
Thank you.
Man.
He had to give
useless
his.
trivia.
Thanks, man.
I knew he would know. That's why I said
He's the
he had to
postman.
give his Heisman back because his mom got gifted an Escalade or something.
Yeah, but he
right?
got it back.
But he did eventually get it back. I don't think I like the idea of like if you win it, you should get to keep it. You can put an
But
asterisk on
they
it. That's
didn't
fine.
win it, though.
Well, Reggie Bush did win the
Well, yeah.
Heisman,
But
and
the-
she did actually win the medal. They just kind of messed her out of it.
That just proved that she didn't.
So, how do you feel about vacating wins?
Depends on what you're vacating them for.
Let's say
Like,
Connor Stallions.
Louisville.
Connor Stallions.
Yeah.
That's not what Connor Stallions did was
Do you want to
not
explain
cheating.
it for a second so everybody's
Who's
caught
that?
up?
Yeah.
So he was a Michigan.
I'm over here going.
Josh, you'll like this. No, you're gonna like this.
Okay.
He was a Michigan coach, but what he would do was they would pay him.
Staffer.
They
He
would
was a
pay,
staffer.
yeah, they'd pay him to go to other opponents like stadiums
Mm-hmm.
and just watch the hand signals of the plays that are.
But
getting
he would
called.
wear disguises.
It doesn't matter. He
No,
bought
no,
a
no.
ticket.
I'm saying that's cool. I like
Yeah,
that part.
okay.
Like you, I thought Josh would like that. Like he would dress like the other team.
It would be
He'd
so
put a
worth it.
mustache and glasses on.
yeah,
Like,
and he'd bought a ticket.
yes, he was on the sideline a couple games allegedly.
Wow.
Yeah, he'd buy a ticket, go. Okay, this means to run a hook or whatever.
Yeah,
their
yeah.
hand signals, and then when they played them that week, they knew what was coming.
So you don't have a problem with Spygate then either?
That's different.
No, it's
It
not.
is.
That is different
It's the same thing.
Political.
than going to. So sitting there recording somebody's practice is different than going to scout a game
After buying
He
a
was
ticket.
recording with
after
his
buying
glasses.
a ticket.
But
But he's doing it at a game, not a closed practice.
Who said they're closed?
they were flying drones at the Olympics, like watching people train. Did you see that?
No.
Or before the Olympics, maybe?
Oh yes, the soccer. It was
Yeah.
a soccer team.
They were flying drones to like catch their plays and like see what they were doing and stuff.
I'm surprised. Did you?
I think that
saw
was Russia. Was it Russia?
I don't. Russia does not have a
Likely.
good relationship with drones right now.
Or cheating.
I don't know. Did you see the thermite drone they
I
had?
was about to bring that up. Yes,
Dude.
the Ukrainians figured out how to put thermite delivery systems on
on a
drones,
drone.
and they were running them down trench lines. If the video I saw was to be believed,
Yeah. It was a video of a drone dropping thermite just on a tree line.
That's a good point.
Matt,
did he say?
Matt said he heard a coach say that the big NCAA coaches didn't say a word about sign stealing because literally everyone is sign stealing.
Yeah,
which is true.
that's true.
Why would you
so
not?
Spygate not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, what's the difference in doing that and then rewatching your film?
I think sign stealing is gamesmanship. I think that's part of the game.
I mean,
If-
can you just watch the video? Like
change
you
your
said?
signs up.
Do the same thing. From
Yeah,
a
you
video?
Yeah.
probably could.
It's 2024. Use radios.
That's what they do now.
Oh,
Right.
Greg
They put
makes
them
a
in.
point.
They put them in the headset. They're in the helmets.
Now, Greg, of course, arguing against Michigan here, said there are actual rules in place that teams are not allowed to send personnel to other games, even in that context. So if that's a real rule, then he's not supposed to do that.
So if you,
If that's a
Taylor's on
real
TV.
rule.
so if I'm a staffer, I with my own money go and buy a ticket to
you
somebody
can't.
else's game. You can't do that.
That's what he's saying, yeah. Which, I mean, that makes sense.
I don't know. That's what if you're a fan?
You give up certain rights when Tom Brady wants to become an
No,
owner.
I could say like your team can't reimburse you,
Well, yeah, but
but I spend my own money.
come on, you're getting paid.
Prove it.
Hey, is this your
can.
envelope over here? No, I think it's yours,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wink,
great job on
wink.
that practice
Yeah.
the other
Are
day.
you hungry to hand you a McDonald's bag, not a French fry in it?
Just a bunch of gift cards to
But to
Target.
Brett's point,
Yeah.
prove it.
I think that's why they keep people from doing that, is like because it's just sketchy. It's
If,
like
I think if they could prove the Michigan thing,
I think they did.
They would have
They
already been
suspended
banned.
people for that, and like Harbaugh's not. If he came back to coach, he'd be suspended immediately for the
he
next
already
4
served
years.
his suspension.
No, he can't come back for three more years.
No, that's
that-
false.
No, that's true.
No, that's false. He served a 4-game suspension at the end of last year for Connor
I'll show you.
Stallions.
I'll show you.
Can I just say something really important right now?
Yeah.
Sports, 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 sports. It's in the game.
He's right.
Your in the game was on point.
Thank you.
Do
was
your
the right
best.
timing.
Do your best EA.
Sports.
EA Sports. athletes in the game.
Ooh, ooh.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I got chills up my spine.
Yeah, chills
All right,
in
I'm
my-
going home to play Madden.
Ooh,
Right.
that speech was transportation to move you to go play. video
Literally
games.
remove Brett from the.
Matt was playing some of that football game you play.
The foosball.
I'm saying if you give somebody a Heisman, let them keep it.
Well,
If,
I don't know.
If there's wins, if somebody won the game, vacating it doesn't change what
Do
actually
you
happened.
want a trophy you didn't earn?
He did earn it. They took his Heisman because his mom got an Escalade.
Well,
If I had a nickel for every time that happened to me.
They didn't take your Heisman.
Now we can just pay the athletes through NIL, and there's now we
Right.
just do it on above board.
they should give it back to him then.
They
did.
They did this year,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
This year, did they?
I don't know.
Last
I mean,
year,
feels-
recently.
feels
yes.
like a whole Barry Bonds situation to me.
The best baseball ever. Let them all do steroids.
Yeah,
I don't
for
care.
real.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Mark McGuire out there. Yep, it's been a great time.
I want to be concerned where I park at the stadium.
Yeah. Start hitting the river.
I'm in the drop zone here, you
Right.
guys.
Yeah. Like, you might lose a windshield here. We're not reimbursing.
How many home runs have you seen in San Francisco that go into the bay
Into the
since,
water.
since Barry Bonds
Into
has
the
been
water.
gone? Not many.
Basically. Aaron Judge,
There's
that's
two
about it.
people out there kayaking now.
Well, it's been nice having this kayaking time with you, George.
They're with us
too.
on the Heisman and the. Oh, Greg says he was suspended for other cheating. He was.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really
don't
know
know
the
either.
whole Connor Stallions. I know
Greg
they
does.
beat Michigan 3 years, or Michigan beat Ohio State 3 years in a row, and I'm okay with it.
That is true. Greg, what happens? I think if Ohio State doesn't win this year, their coach is getting fired.
I hope not, because then they're going to come after my coach,
They did take OJ's.
OJ.
His Heisman.
Did they take his Heisman?
Pretty sure they did. That was a civil. I think he lost in a civil suit.
Is he dead?
I
now?
thought he sold
he's
his.
I thought he died. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure he
They took it when he died.
sold, or they had to give it
Right.
up for losing the civil suit and having to pay a bunch of money.
And then he tried to rob the place that had his memorabilia, and that's when he went to jail.
And then he got thrown the book. And
The whole book. They're like,
Not-
oh, you're going for everything we
Yeah.
can give you.
Not
I'm
the
not
book.
convinced he did it.
Not the book he wrote. If I did do it, this is how I would have done it.
Yeah, all right.
Not that book. The book of law.
He wrote that.
He did.
He definitely did.
Well, he definitely didn't write it. He had a ghostwriter.
Oh.
He
So
definitely.
You think
he
ghosts can
definitely
write?
murdered those people.
Ghosts can definitely write. They channel their energy.
Yeah, they use that board.
Yeah, Ouija
He's right.
and wedgie boards.
That's all I got about vacating and returning things. It just
Greg
kind of
says
miffed
they
me.
shouldn't take it.
Kind of miffed me.
I feel you. Hey, Noah,
Josh, you got something?
you want to play my music?
Ready to get your ear holes blessed? Take it away, Josh.
All right.
It's in the game.
So I stole my segment from a popular person. I can actually give you some of their accolades.
You text me about it today.
I text everyone about it.
If you're
No.
going to steal good stuff.
About my segment that you stole.
Oh,
you said
your
popular
segment.
person. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
see what's-
I did.
I see what's
Honey, if you're here watching, I did steal one of your empty journals.
Wow, we have a thief on our hands here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of the Big
and
Ten.
that's coming from
You
you.
should see the awards that I've stolen.
One of the Big Ten.
But no, I did. I just saw a cool thing that Emily Osborne, a fan of the show, sent me as just a TikTok that she was randomly sending. But I took it and I said, you know what? I think we can make an amazing segment out of it. Did Joey say something he didn't mean to say?
No,
Matt.
Matt.
Oh, I didn't. Oh.
Go ahead, Josh.
So yeah, I saw a TikTok video. I thought Joey.
What is
got
he doing?
What is he
sidetracked.
doing?
Everybody relax.
I don't think we can. You're nervously pacing across the floor.
He's got a gun.
He's got a gun. That's not funny.
Yeah, it's not. There was just a shooting the other day, yesterday.
There's a
So-
shooting every day.
This one killed 9 kids at a school. Anyway, Reed Cho.
You didn't hear about
Choi. 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 Is that correct? CHOI. Choi. Reed Choi.
You're asking me.
It was an Asian name. CHOI. Choi.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure I said that right. This guy's a TikToker and an Instagrammer. His name is Reed Choi. On Instagram, he has 2.3 million followers.
Lightweight,
On TikTok, he has 6.5 million followers.
not lightweight.
Reed Choi. He actually has a Christian background.
I know this guy.
Do you? He makes a bunch of funny videos and stuff like that about church and just kind of poking fun at things.
Yeah.
So one of his videos that just came out I think today or yesterday. He took a funny spin on the Bible. And so I was going to go over that with you. And, well, I guess I could kind of lead into it first. So have you ever been texting with someone and when you're texting with them, they send something? Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I know that guy.
They send you something and you don't know what text they were using when they sent it.
Like
you
the
don't-
context?
Context. You didn't know if they were being sarcastic. You didn't know if they
yeah.
were being mean. And so some people will be like, oh, Mike's mad at me. He said, you can go kick rocks. And he, because I didn't show up at his birthday party, and now like Mike's mad at me.
But he was really just
No,
inviting
but
you
you
to
showed
come
up to
kick
Matt's.
rocks.
What-
That's the problem.
Yeah, I
So
showed
if you
up to
kick
his.
rocks, are you that form of transportation
Oh,
You would be
for that rock?
if you
Yeah,
throw a
that
ball,
rock, yeah.
you have become the yes.
if
yes.
you in turn did kick rocks. So yeah, there can be a lot of things lost in translation
They're
when
really
it comes
sour.
to text because we don't know unless the person was saying it in front of us how they meant it, right? So Reed Choi took a version of this and said, "What if Jesus was? I like to say sassy. He was saying savage because that's what the kids say nowadays. But what if Jesus was being savage with all the things that he was quoted as saying in the Bible?"
Okay.
And he thus gave examples of this. In John chapter 2, verses 3 and 4, you'll remember the first miracle that Jesus did. And it says, Jesus' mother said to him, "They have no more wine." And Jesus said, "Woman, why do you involve me?" And so I wonder if he was being sassy. Like, "Woman, why you getting me all up in this business?"
Yeah.
Or was he, the gentle and
No,
somber
hand me
person?
that
Because
Bible.
usually when you read Jesus stuff, you think, "Woman, why would you do this to me?" You
Like
think
very,
of
like,
a very white
stoic.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was this?
John chapter 2, verse 3 and 4.
I like how you Googled this.
Google it from the actual book of the Bible.
Yep. He's like, I'm going to look
you
this
say
up
that?
right now. Old school.
You kids are having a whole separate conversation. Hey, Zach Dom's commenting in.
Sorry.
That's all
I'm
right.
trying to read this.
Disrespect.
Well, I've already done with that one because now we're going to jump to John chapter 4.
Oh, that's easy. I'm almost there.
Okay, John chapter 4, verse 16. Have you found it, Preacher Joey?
Yeah.
So this is another concept of when Jesus
love
was
this
at the
one.
temple and the Pharisees came in to be like, "Hey, are you going to follow this preacher who's doing all these things?" So this is what they say verbatim from John chapter 4. Go call, or no, sorry, wrong scripture.
I was about to say,
I jumped to the next one.
You're
So
good.
I can go to the next one.
What is it?
Well, never mind. I'm on John 4. Let's just
Okay.
do that. So this is where the woman was at the well, and Jesus asked her to draw some water for him, and she was like, "Oh, who am I to draw water for you? You're somebody who's important, and I'm not important."
He tells her he has water that she'll
He
never
says-
thirst again.
Yeah, and then so he says, "Go call your husband and come back." She says, "I have no husband." He goes, "You're right, girl. You don't. You've had 5 husbands, and the one you're with now ain't even your husband." So think if he was being sassy or savage, as the kids would say.
No. Read the next line says, "What you have just said is quite true." I don't know how else to read that.
Well, in this version,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you're right. You don't have a husband. You've had 5, and you're shacking up with a dude that isn't one of those 5.
you have
you're
5
right.
husbands,
Like,
and the man
He right.
man now have is not your husband.
I think reading it like stoic is wrong.
yeah. I don't know how else you read around that one.
Like, oh, wow, that was so profound. No, he was being a jerk.
What you have said is quite true.
Yeah.
Like not
Yes,
just true,
woman.
quite true.
We all know.
So the one where he's talking about the Pharisees who were trying to call him out for teaching to the tax collectors.
He
and
later
stuff.
reveals to her for the first time on the planet that he is the Messiah.
Yeah.
She's the first one he tells. So
Yeah.
I'm number
he
6.
doesn't leave her there.
And she's the one that's like, "I should be drawing you, or you should draw me water so that I can have." And he was like, "If you drink the water from that I
yeah,
bring,
yeah.
you'll never thirst again."
Yeah.
Matthew chapter 9.
Which is throwing game.
Yeah.
That's not what he was doing.
In Matthew chapter 9 of the Holy Bible, verse 11, 12 through 12 and 13, it is quoted as saying, "The Pharisees say, 'Why does your teacher eat with tax collectors and sinners?' And then Jesus goes on to say, 'Is it not healthy, or is it not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick? But go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice, for I have not come to
Call the righteous, but the sinners.
call the righteous but the sinner. So imagine him saying that sassy. Can you say that in a sassy Jesus?
This is definitely sassy.
Say it in a
because,
sassy Jesus voice for us.
Is it not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick? Hey,
No,
go.
that's not a sassy voice.
I don't do sass well. I won't lie to you. I'm not a sassy person.
Do it in a
But
savage way.
When you tell like the most educated people in religion to go and learn something,
Yeah.
it's insulting to them.
Yeah.
So he's talking to Pharisees. He said, "Hey, go and learn what this means." And he quotes Hosea, which is a book from the Old Testament, and so like throwing at them like, "You've read this, you know the words, but you don't know what it means. So go and learn what it means that I desire mercy, not sacrifice."
Yeah.
And then maybe you'll figure out what I'm talking about.
What do you want me to read in sass?
Oh, you can read this one in sass if you like. Do you want to look it up to read it from the Bible? Luke
Here,
chapter
it's right
2.
here.
No, I'll jump to the next one.
Oh, okay, go.
Or you can do that one again if you want.
Too
Luke
late.
chapter 2, verses 48 and 49. And I'm only reading the parts that are in quotations. I'm not really reading the context of stuff. So I can read the part of Mary if you want in this one. This is when Jesus was a little boy and they lost him at the temple and they
Yeah.
couldn't find him.
Hiding in the coat rack.
And then Mary and I wish. That'd be funny.
What was it? 41.
48 and 49.
Go.
So I'll read the part of Mary, but you got to read back in sassy Jesus.
While we're researching.
So the sassy part of Jesus was it starts at 49.
Yeah, we got
So
you.
I'll do 48, you do 49.
Oh yay.
Son, why have you treated us like this? Your father and I have been anxiously searching for you. Why were you or
Wait,
no,
no.
then she says, you do that part.
Why were you searching for me?
No, hold on. You got to do.
Go to the next part too.
Oh,
Why were you searching for me?
Napoleon
didn't you know
Dynamite.
I had? Didn't you know I had to be in my father's house?
Didn't you know they had to be in my father's house?
The Napoleon Dynamite version is kind of hitting for me. See you, Zach. Thanks for tuning in with us.
Why were you searching for me is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like, because you're our child.
Well, and
We're
then, then he
responsible
goes
for-
on. He's like, I'm hanging out with my dad.
I think what he's getting at is like, you should have just come here in the first place. Of
Yeah.
course I was here.
Yeah.
Like, come
What
on
are you
now.
gonna-
I
What are
like
you
to
thinking?
add words.
Remember
to
when
the
that
Bible.
angel came
What?
and said, I'm gonna
Say
be
that
the Son
again.
of Man?
Say that again. That was funny.
I like to add words to the Bible. Why?
There's scripture against that too.
Yeah. Yes, there is.
Just a
Yeah, but
What if Mary turned to him and was like, "You don't know your father."
He was 12 at this time.
didn't you know
right?
I'd be at my father's house, idiot?
idiot. Gosh.
Do you have any more?
No, that's what I was going to pitch at you. That was like 3 or 4. But think of different times that Jesus spoke, and it's usually, if you think about it, it was always in a type of sass.
I mean, he calls the religious elites whitewashed sepulchres, I think is the term he uses, which means like
bring that back.
you're clean on the outside, but you're dirty on the inside. Like you look good, but no one wants the water that you're given because it's dirty.
Matt Barber says, I feel like David could have been a touch sassy when he
No.
was saying things.
I think he was a little bit
Yeah.
too.
I think the most sassy was not Noah, but Jonah. I
Jonah had
imagine
some-
Jonah to be so sassy.
I got swallowed by a whale. You think I'm coming out with some sass? You better believe it.
Well, he went and said at the gate of the city after he told him, and then they repented of their sins.
And he's
But he
mad
said-
about it.
He was mad
He's
because
so
he was
mad
like,
about
no,
it. Hold
no,
on.
Jesus is going to smite him. I know he's going to. So he sat out there and whined and complained, and then Jesus was like, "Hey, you did what you were supposed to do," and they asked for forgiveness. So
No one talks about that part.
yeah, I think Jonah was probably one of the sassiest Bible characters there is.
But to Jonah, this seemed very wrong, and he became angry. The city was saved. This is his reaction.
Yeah. He did the thing that God wanted, and God saved him.
The subheading is Jonah's anger at the Lord's compassion. And he prays to the Lord, isn't this what I said, Lord, when I was still at home? So he's like, why did I wasted my trip here? Like, I knew this is what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And he gets really mad. And then God says, is it right for you to be angry? Basically. Like, God can get a little sass, too, on him.
Oh, dude.
When
Old
God
Testament
shows up to Job
Yeah.
after all the questioning and everything, and he says, how does he say? Stand up like a man or something like that. For I have questions and you will answer me.
Jonah as a Kevin Hart, Matt Barber commented in.
I'm okay with that, actually.
I'm picturing Jonah as a Kevin Hart. I think if they made a movie about it, he would be cast for sure.
I think he says, brace yourself like a man, for I will question you and you will answer me.
oh,
That's
yeah.
how God talks to Job.
Yeah.
I think I'd pee myself.
Well, yeah, it was Old Testament God, so I'm sure it was a booming voice that was pretty scary. But I don't know. Next time you read the Bible, if you want to make it fun, start making the people that talk with God and or for God Sassy.
And sometimes, like Mike was saying too, sometimes like it's easy to read text like you started off with and like lose the emotion to it.
Yeah.
Like pay attention to the scenario, the surroundings, how people are, what it seems like they're saying, because a lot of times Jesus was very direct with people and not like cushiony about it.
No.
And
Yeah. Well, I mean, he went in and flipped tables in the temple because they were wheeling and dealing money.
well, don't try to profit off it.
Hey, preach that message.
I do.
Christian bookstores, dude.
I can't stand how much people want to charge for a Bible. It makes me
I'm
so
not even
mad.
talking about that. I'm just talking about
$50 for
trying
a
to
Bible.
profit.
What?
Yes, that
Like a
is
normal one?
That is a
Leather
normal
bound.
$40 to $50 for it.
Smells-
Is
You get a cowl,
ridiculous.
too?
Smells of mahogany.
Which is kind of stupid because you can download the app on your phone and it'll read to you.
Or
If
you can go to
click on it.
Ollie's and buy a Bible for $3.98. It's like the same Bible.
I'm not even meaning the Bible though. I'm just talking about Christian-based things that they take something that's. We've done this on the segment. We've done this on the show before too. Was it the shirts? We took Christian shirts and just posted a bunch online.
But you should buy Pod Bless shirts.
No one does ever.
I don't
But
even
us.
where.
Online, you can go to our link
Yeah.
tree and click on the merch line.
We have merch.
and we have shirts and we have hoodies and we have
One
coffee
has
cups.
a picture of your face on it.
It says Randy.
Really?
It says,
Yeah.
my name Randy.
My name's Randy.
It says
I'm
let's
gonna-
get. It says let's get Randy.
You guys are going to get contacted.
We're gonna cease
We're
and
gonna cease and
desist.
desist from his
Legal
wife.
team.
Do you have a segment, Brett? Or you want to go to Pod Bless?
No, a segment.
All right. Story time with Brett. You have one? Oh, I thought you said no.
Told you what I was doing. So
We
Thursday
weren't
night
listening.
football. Not really talking about Thursday night football, but
Ba-da-da, oh, that's Sports Center. My bad.
it's close
Yeah,
enough.
no, same.
Bum bum. Bum.
So tonight playing on Thursday night is the Travis Kelce, and he's dating the Taylor Swift.
Oh, we're doing that. Okay.
Have
Oh,
Micah
man.
sound ready if you don't have a sound for Mike Noah. I think he's got a seggy he wants to do. Do you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I got something.
So if you could pick one celebrity to be your, because I'm start. Have you heard about the rumors of there being a contract, like of a relationship contract between Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift?
I've heard
It's
this.
a
The
100%
idea.
business deal.
The idea being that the NFL and like Kelsey like met with her and like, hey, we're not going to really be in a real relationship. We're going to make it look like that.
Oh.
You got to spend a lot of time on each other,
I thought you were meaning
But
the
like-
other way around.
but it's going to bring
if
us
we break
so
up,
much cash.
we still have to
The
be
amount
together.
Not like a
of
prenup.
times that her plane flew to Kansas City, though, like, it'd be hard to believe.
He's right.
I mean, it's very convincing that they would be a couple.
yeah.
I mean, he's a big, huge
Yeah.
superstar, and she's a big, huge superstar, and you know.
Well, apparently there's a contract floating around out there that
Allegedly.
their relationship's ending on the 28th of September. Anyway,
But they lost it in the emails with Hillary Clinton's computer when it was destroyed.
That happened
No, I'm just kidding. The servers.
allegedly.
No, that's why I made the joke. But we can't find those.
Allegedly.
Anyway, there's a contract floating
I almost
around,
swallowed my candy.
I don't want us to. I don't want us to get killed.
so we're not going to get killed.
Yeah. So if you had to pick,
We all
One-
get texts like, "Wait, what's happening?" Our phones blow up.
hey, there's a drone at the door.
Is that
Thermite.
AC?
A thermite drone. Sorry, Noah.
Got to look that video up later. It's pretty awesome.
It's ridiculous.
If you had to pick a celebrity, male, female, whatever, you could be pretend date or whatever you want to call it.
So a celebrity you have to spend lots of time around.
Lots of time with.
Oh, we would be dating them, or
Well,
We don't have
you
to
don't
be
have to date
dating.
them, like-
we
You're
pick
not-
a power couple. For,
You gotta,
Yeah,
you're
you're-
forced to hang out with this person.
okay.
And
you-
you
who
would
you
be a
picking?
power couple, not like in a dating sense, but like a friendship sense.
Yeah,
So
Jennifer
it could
Aniston.
be.
Yeah, so you could be like Jack Black.
Brad Pitt. Yeah, I think.
I thought you would want Jack Black.
Too close in similarity.
Yeah, you're right. Then
And he threw his best friend under the bus, and I just can't get over that. Kyle Gass.
True.
I mean, well, never mind.
I'm hanging out with Seth Rogen.
Nice.
That was pretty good.
Thank you. I've been working
That
on
was
it.
pretty good. Like, I'm impressed. I think I
can't do it
picked a
now.
good one earlier. Rob Gronkowski. I want to hang out with Gronk all day. I couldn't keep up with Gronk. I'll be honest with
no
you.
one can keep up with
Yeah,
Gronk.
you're right. So
He's too
I
powerful.
don't feel as bad.
Who do you got, Brett?
I was gonna go with forget his name. I said him earlier. Bill Burr.
I was gonna. Yeah, I
Bill
wanna-
Burr, yeah.
Bill Burr.
Oh, Matt said Tom Hardy. Bill Burr would be funny, but man, he would eat you up.
Yes, we have shirts, Matt.
Why'd you pick me?
Martha
Yeah,
Stewart.
that's a
Snoop Dogg.
Oh, can you get a combo? If I can get
Or
a
just Snoop
combo,
Dogg.
that'd be a killer
Or just
combo.
Snoop Dogg. Yeah, but
I don't want to get high, and you
think-
have to get high to be around him many times.
I think it's just a contact when you shake his hand.
I don't know.
It's
What
like
if you're hanging out with Martha though? You got all
subdermal?
the food you need.
Oh yeah, all the
That was a
doilies.
friendship made in heaven.
It really was.
Ooh, so maybe
For
we need to
cooking and
go
smoking.
celebrity chef here.
Hey, fun fact: Martha Stewart has more jail time than Snoop Dogg.
Yes, she does.
Wow.
Martha Stewart's the felon out of that
More-
power couple.
What would she be more hardened?
What's his name? What's the famous chef that yells at people?
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon
Yeah,
Ramsay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, hanging out with him, just have him cook you food.
No, who's the other guy? I would rather have
Simon Cowell.
No, diners and dives. And
I thought you
Guy
meant people.
Fieri.
Guy,
Guy
yeah.
Fieri.
But can he cook?
Yeah, that's his whole thing.
I thought he just ate food.
No,
No,
he owns
You have
restaurants.
to be able to.
You don't have to be able to
No
cook to own a
food.
restaurant.
Yeah,
no, but
why
you
would
have to know food to be that kind of person?
Yeah, you're probably
to
right.
go and yeah? Plus, he helps other restaurants.
He is the
out.
mayor of Flavortown.
He
Yeah.
was the first restaurants that paid their staff above minimum wage and stuff like this. Like,
Really?
yeah, he's really
Good
big
for him.
philanthropist.
All right, now we're gonna go
Philanthropist.
female. Who's your favorite?
Leah Kunis.
Mia Kunis or
Mila.
Malia?
Mila.
Which one did you
Mila.
say?
Mila
Well, I
is her
already said
first
it. I
name.
don't
You
know.
said
We're not
Jennifer
friends.
Aniston.
I said Jennifer Aniston earlier. It was just like a
Just to hang out,
knee-jerk
you're not-
reaction.
I know
It's
you're
not
saying
like a-
there's no
Yeah.
romantic anything. Somebody I could learn from.
Oh, Chas says Theo Vaughn.
Oh, good one.
He hung out with Trump the other day.
That would be a good one.
Yeah, I saw he was on a podcast.
It took me
right?
forever to believe that was true.
Yeah, it was pretty.
that
cool.
actually that was real.
It was a good
that
show.
was real. Yeah. I'm with you. I didn't know for 100% thought it was AI. I was like, nah, that's fake. There's no way.
No, it happened because it was uncomfortably awkward.
Now I just want to know what Trump was thinking the entire time.
yeah, like what did I sign up for? His
Like,
son
who
likes him.
is this person?
He said that Barron likes Theo, and that's the reason he kind of was like, "Yeah, I'll do it."
Oh,
Yeah.
it's just bonding with him.
Yeah, because Barron likes him.
I'm gonna go Margot Robbie because
Margot
Oh, good one.
Robbie.
Yeah, pregnant or not?
it don't matter.
No.
What?
I didn't hear what he said.
He said pregnant or not, and just said pregnant. You got to be there for the
Birth?
birth because you're
Oh.
a friend.
Yeah, you're there
Yeah,
for it.
I don't.
Gay best friend.
Oh.
Token. It's a token thing.
Would you just pick?
No, I'm
too
trying to
quiet
think of the options.
He's gonna be like that one singer from Hillsong. She's a good singer.
Oh. I don't know. That is, man. But it's just like under contract that you have to be hanging out with each other.
Yeah.
all
Like
day.
you have
I
to
want to
be
hang out
seen.
with Natalie Portman, but as Princess Leia.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
she's
feel
gotta
like the
act like
game
her
is
the entire
changing a
time,
little
like-
bit here now.
Like giving out commands
I
and
feel like
stuff.
we're drifting into other.
No, that's not
Territories?
drifting that way. That's,
Like I
no.
want her bossing people around.
Yeah, he wants her being
Like
the
she's-
commander,
Yeah.
not
The president.
Right, like
Yeah.
I'm her
Yeah.
her first mate
Yeah.
or whatever the
No,
like,
the
sidekick is.
the guy that was the head of like the Secret Service
yeah,
for,
like
for
the,
Naboo.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
I
wanna
know
be
you're talking about.
Yeah,
it.
just hanging out with them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think, oh man, Robin Williams. If I could bring somebody back,
Oh,
but they say it wasn't fun. A fun hang. He was awesome when he was on, but he was super depressed when he was off. So, yeah, I guess I take that back.
Yeah, you can. I think that's validatable.
Maybe hang out with him while he was shooting Aladdin. Just like
Hey.
watching him be the genie all the time.
Condoleezza Rice.
No,
Condoleezza
Get out of
Rice.
here.
met her.
Yeah. Have
Did
you
you
really?
really?
Yeah, we flew her around for a mission.
Was she cool?
Yeah.
For a mission, you flew her around?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
He's not allowed to.
Are you
talk
allowed
about
to talk more about that?
Well, she just went to view some like we were overseas and she went to go view an embassy and we flew her into it. So that was all.
Yeah, she has upstanding character, has probably some great stories, and just old enough for me that it doesn't look creepy. Yeah, she hits all the check marks.
it? Okay.
She was kind of a neat person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody?
I mean, there's a bunch. I'm just thinking of comedians now, like famous, like people.
Hillary
that run
Clinton.
SNL. I don't know that I'd want
With a lie detector.
Oh,
But any politician with a lie detector would be fun.
That would be fun.
Just any
just-
one of them. Like, hold on. Let me just
you would just think it was broke. I'm like, "Ah, it must not be working. We should have tried it out before we got here.
ask them their name and it goes off.
Be forced to hang out with Joe Biden. And relive my dad's glory days. I have dementia. Where am I starting at?
Glory days. Oh my.
You just turned over. He turned off
Did
all
he
of our
mute all the
mics.
mics to say that
everything to
answer?
say
I was like,
Yes. All right, let's go to the next segment. Let's bless somebody.
Wait, do you have a segment you want to do?
I've got a quick
Oh,
one that
sorry.
can bring it back. in
Mike,
if
go
you want.
ahead. Rein
Yeah, all
us
right.
in here.
NFL
Brett's
Thursday night
segment was not
football.
on the schedule.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's get this back in.
I'm blushing.
New rules this
Who is
year.
that?
Yes, new rules.
Mike wants Queen.
Amidala. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
who it was.
man. You need
Mother
to watch
Teresa.
Star Wars, my
Yeah.
brother.
I was thinking princess, but it's queen. Yeah, thanks.
Oh, she was the one he was talking about. Natalie. Or not Natalie Portman.
anyway, yeah, Thursday night football. There's new rules this year
Yeah.
with kickoff. What do you guys like it?
I do.
I do.
What is the rule?
So, Josh, to catch you and everyone, all the other sports fans up, kickoffs in
Teresa
football used to be a where you would kick it,
Yeah.
and the team would run with the ball
Back.
about 40 yards down in a dead sprint,
Yeah.
waiting on this dude to catch the ball, and their whole goal is just to try to knock his head off.
Yeah.
Well,
They wanted to
someone
stop
said that's
people-
not safe.
Yeah. I
Because
think
it's
anyone
not.
that watched it knew it wasn't.
Yeah, and I'm going to say there was probably a lot of injuries because
Lots
Heck
of
yeah.
injuries.
no team put their like star players on this.
Yeah.
They're like
So many injuries.
they hired people just to get hurt.
Nobody wants to be in.
Yeah.
They can't do the wedge anymore, but nobody wanted to be in the wedge.
Right. So they changed it to where now both teams line up on I think the 40-yard line. They're 10 yards apart. And then the ball gets kicked over their heads back to the receiver. The
Nobody
receiver
can move.
catches the ball and then they're allowed to move.
That's smart.
And they
And
only
then
line
they-
up 5 yards apart.
And they're 5 yards apart.
I
So they're all
don't-
pretty close. So it's a real soft hit
And
compared to what it
there's
used to be.
an incentive to leave the ball in play instead of
Yeah.
kicking it all the way out of the back of the end zone. So kickers are now trying to actually
Kick it
drop the
less.
ball between the 5 and the end zone line. So and there's more returns, which make the play more fun.
If it's kicked in between, I think like the 15 or 25 into the goal line, you have to return it.
Yeah, there's no you can't knee it.
So my question is, these rules that have been made for safety
Yes.
are good.
Yeah.
But what's a rule we could get rid of?
Oh
Pass interference.
no, that you wouldn't trust me. You wouldn't like that.
Oh, yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't. No, every long ball you would just trip the receiver and that would be it.
Yep. So it looks like we're running.
You wouldn't like that.
I would love that.
No,
So,
you know you
all
wouldn't.
I'm taking it away.
Guns.
You're like, no, I don't like that one.
They need guns.
They can still think when they retire? No.
I think if they played football with no pads and helmets, it'd be safer.
That'd be rugby.
Rugby, yeah.
Yeah, rugby
Like,
with a forward pass. I think it would be
I think
significantly
rugby,
safer.
I watched a lot of rugby during the Olympics. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I think it's,
I wish I understood
Now,
the rules a little bit.
imagine
there's
rugby
a ton of rules.
Yeah.
with a
almost.
forward pass. It'd be amazing, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Did you watch rugby?
I've seen it. It's very confusing.
Yeah.
A rule to take away. No kicking, ever. No field goals. No punts.
So
Nothing.
the sport called football,
We remove the
we
kicker.
would remove the only time they touch it with a foot.
The kicker never plays football. Think about it. Kickers don't play the game. They play a totally
Beyond
different game.
formal. Happy anniversary. Thanks, man. 4 years
It's your
going.
anniversary
No, it's 4 years. That
in a
last
week.
week.
Are we 4 years in a week now?
Well, it is. No, it was last week, yeah. But still,
Appreciate it.
he's just saying.
I thought it was your
anniversary.
personal anniversary. I
No,
apologize.
it was in July.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of the kicker in all scenarios. Punter, no more punts. Fourth down, you go for it. If you can't get it, that's your problem. Defense better be good.
I would get rid of the goalpost. But I still think
So
you have to
still
have kickoff.
punting.
You still got to have a way to punt, give the ball away,
I accept your terms.
and then return it or something like that. But get rid of the extra point.
I accept your terms.
You have to go for 2.
You have to go for 2, and there's none of this field goal from the 45-yard line to win the game by 1.
I like that.
No.
You have to actually play football to win the game.
Throw that ball down there and let us all
Sling that
get our
thing.
money's worth.
Sling that
Yep.
thing. Yep. I'm with you. I like that. I think that might.
Or what if there was like a target that it's a small target, but the quarterback had to throw it, and if you hit the target, you get 3 points.
Now you're
No.
talking like Florence Y'all's baseball.
That's too much
Like-
points. It'd have to be like 1 point. Because that'd be too easy for them to do. Like they're that good.
I don't think they're.
I
that
was
good.
watching them drop passes into baskets. Like they're good at it.
Lamar
They're
Jackson's
really
not
good.
that good.
Well, maybe not, but
Joe
Mahomes
Burrow's
is-
that good.
Burrows is. Like, what rule will you get rid of?
Football.
The coin toss is so lame. Jeez.
Hasn't Madden gotten rid of the coin toss? You don't even do it anymore. You used to have
Yeah.
to pick heads or tails, and now they just skip that step.
Now they just give you the ball.
I was laughing at a comedian the other day talking about rugby, and they were talking about how the guys from New Zealand are the best. There's like, man, these just monsters from New Zealand. They're just huge.
The
And
All
they just
Blacks?
murder people. And then they go to talk on the cameras afterwards, like, yeah, it was a great game of footy out here today, boys.
Yes.
They're
pretty good
so, but they're
They
so
do the-
intimidating before the,
They do the
game.
haka.
Yeah.
yeah, they're
Yeah. Have you ever looked up the
terrifying.
English words to the haka, like the translation?
Yeah,
It's amazing.
And yeah, violent.
Isn't it like I'm going to kill you?
No, it's like
chicken and waffles.
today, like it's like we could die or we could live. Like it's all up to the circumstance. Like it's a lot of like we're good with whatever happens and we're
leave
dedicated.
it all out on the field.
Yes.
Kind of chant.
And they do the tongue thing
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand how it's not bigger than
because
football.
it's
What, rugby?
just theirs.
Yeah,
It is everywhere else but here.
well, that's what I'm saying. Where it counts.
There's Australian
Yeah.
football.
All right. So consensus, I'm getting rid of targeting.
I'm getting rid of. I'm going to agree. I'm going to change my opinion, and I like to go with just getting rid of goalpost. So then you still can punt. If you're on your own 3-yard line, you could just punt the ball.
I'm getting rid of the goalpost. Yeah.
Speaking of football,
Touchdown or nothing.
Touchdown or nothing.
Oh, that's pass interference. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
How about we bless somebody?
About took that man's head off.
God bless your heart.
Good timing. That was impeccable.
The segue.
Okay, I have not pre-read this story. Noah, don't let me down.
It's a doozy.
I've already ate 4 of those. Gonna read this out loud? I know her. That's from the 1,000 Pound Sisters.
1,000 Pound
I didn't
Sister
read the
star
article, I just saw
Amy
her face.
Slatton
Start that over.
left zoo on a stretcher.
Started it from the beginning. 'cause I was talking
1,000
over
Pound
you.
Sisters star Amy Slatton left zoo on stretcher before arrest after alleged camel bite.
Camel bite.
Why don't you scroll on down now? I'm going to read this before I read it. Okay.
I think they're from Kentucky.
Amy Slatton Halterman, the 1,000 Pound Sister star, was arrested Monday after visiting a Tennessee zoo and was reportedly carried out of the safari park on a stretcher moments before her arrest. That's
They get
interesting.
the gorillas to help?
Arrest.
Photos obtained Tuesday by TMZ show EMTs transporting Halterman, 36, into an ambulance while she holds a piece of fabric to one of her arms. The outlet suggests that she was nursing a wound that she received at the zoo when a camel allegedly bit her.
Dixon,
Will you scroll,
Kentucky?
please?
Yeah, that show is awesome, by the way.
Deputies arrived to investigate the alleged incidents at the safari park, and they were immediately overtaken by suspicious odors coming from the guest vehicle. According to the statement, deputies found marijuana and psychedelic mushrooms,
Heaven forbid.
that's psilocybin, along with 2 young children.
What? The kids were waiting in the car while they went
They
to
were
the
doing
zoo?
shrooms and marijuana in their mom's
In
car.
Halterman's car, the
She
TLC
took the fall.
personality was subsequently arrested on suspicion of illegal possession of Schedule 1 and Schedule 6.
No, I think it's worth
What a
pointing out.
bad day.
I
She
think-
got bit by a camel and her kids are doing drugs?
I think it's worth pointing out that they aren't individually 1,000 pounds, but together as sisters, they
And
equaled 1,000
child
pounds.
endangerment.
That is important.
The man inside the vehicle, Brian Scott Lavorne, was also arrested on suspicion of the same charges. She was released on $10,000 bail. The couple were seen, quote, holding hands as they left police custody.
And all throughout their TV series they were on, they had very committed boyfriends.
Her children were placed in the care of her mother.
Aw.
No wonder they lost a lot of weight.
I don't know what.
I don't know how to go at this.
Oh,
So
So what's the deal with the camel bite? I don't get it.
She got bit by a camel.
I would like
was
taken out of the
camels
park.
It can hurt.
Camel's bite. That's
oh
true.
yeah.
Was taken out of the park.
They are large animals.
They go out to the park
Why did she have to get carried out if she was bit in the arm?
because lawsuit. She wanted a lawsuit.
She was high.
She got to make it look bad.
And
wait, is
the
she looking at
workers'
you or
comp
me?
claim that came from that, I'm sure. Somebody hurt their back.
Trying to get her out of there. No, they lost a ton of weight after the show. So
So they're more like 500 pound sisters.
yeah, they both had surgery. She was actually trying to get pregnant on the show. So she was losing weight so that her and her boyfriend could have a kid.
Wait, she couldn't have a kid because she was so heavy, you think?
I think it was a
Usually,
physical impossibility.
usually that causes problems, infertility when you're overweight, and so if you start to lose weight, you tend to be able to.
What's her current weight, though?
Yeah, I would say she's not 500 pounds there.
I don't know
Oh,
if
no
that's
way.
a statement they give. She's 36.
You don't think they give out her current weight?
I mean,
She's on a show called 1,000-Pound Sisters.
And they're not going to give out her weight. They should weigh her every episode.
they want you to watch the whole season.
Validate
to
the
find out.
name.
230.
230.
Okay.
I
gotta
weigh-
quit making fun of her.
Her and I weigh the same amount.
All of a sudden, it just got real.
She was 406.
So
She had the lap band.
now,
She looks good.
Yeah, good for her. It just got real for Brett. Brett's like,
man,
all right, so we're gonna bless Brett for.
Who I'm hanging out with.
Oh man, I don't know. I guess we got to bless her in this situation.
no, the
honestly,
camel's the innocent victim here.
He probably got shot like Harambe.
I wonder if he got a contact buzz or
He's high.
the psilocybin. guy.
Kamable?
Like, 'cause-
Probably like biting into
No?
the
Yeah.
fatty end of a ribeye.
oh, they
Camel
say.
at the Tennessee Safari Zoo.
Look into her eye.
Oh, hit our outro. Camel at the what zoo?
Tennessee Safari Zoo.
Pod bless your heart, sweetie.
It sounds like a Joe Exotic Zoo, too.
Have you guys not been to one of these? I went to one in Maine.
I
Where,
bet
like,
you did.
I did. Where like there's moose behind like like the plastic
think-
like chicken fence.
The plural is
Yeah.
meese.
Yeah, no, they're huge, and they could have just walked right through the fence, and we're standing there like I could die right now.
I held hands with a lemur
Wow.
at a zoo like this.
That makes me smile. I like that.
It was neat.
There's one called Noah's Ark.
Was his name Julian?
No, that'd be cool. Though.
Does anybody remember Noah's Ark Animal Farm? Is that in Ohio?
That's such a generic name that I feel like I do, but I don't know if I
I've
do.
been to it several times. Noah's Ark Animal Farm, and it was a feed the goats, the camels, all that stuff's out.
We went to
roaming
like
That's kind of how
Kinman
this was like a
Farms.
petting zoo where you can go out with like you can buy food and go out and the goats attack you.
around. Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
like the kangaroos now at the zoo.
Yeah.
The odor was fermented cheese. Beyond Formal says they were
Could
keeping
be.
cheese in the car, even though it was hot.
What a bad day! Like you get bit by a camel, you're embarrassed, you get carried out,
Your
and then the
kid-
Find
cops
out your
get
kids are
there,
doing drugs.
You
You
take-
get blamed.
and their
for it.
cops
Take
are
the
like,
fall.
"It kind
So
of smells
clearly
like
she had
weed and
kids.
mushrooms here." Do what?
Apparently, she did wind up having kids.
Yeah,
Oh,
Unless
yeah.
she adopted them.
Oh,
Good for
fair
her.
point. Yeah.
Good for her.
yeah. The show had a good.
Well, I guess so. She's
She
not.
just lost them,
Yeah, she's.
so that's tragic. But
The key word was she had kids.
yeah, that endangerment part's kind of rough.
Who among us hasn't let their kids have a little couple shrooms every now and then, right?
I try to get my kids to eat mushrooms, and they just will
I'm,
not.
ki-
have
I'm
them.
kidding. Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm like Mario likes them.
I don't leave my kids around with like snack food without me around because
Not
I'm nervous
sharing.
they're gonna steal it. Like,
I tried to sit through my therapy session today for an hour. Edie got a permanent marker out and drew all over the coffee table. I was like, how did you even find that in an hour's time?
So you beat her in front of your therapist.
Well, no, he was on a camera and I walked off. So
hey, why's your camera off, Josh? Don't worry about it.
I can still hear you.
Mute you while I'm at it.
Let me put this soap in a sock real quick. Hang on.
Oh man.
Daddy, don't.
Oh,
Daddy, why do you do that?
Forgot to mute the mic.
Hang on just a second.
I'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
You just like come back and
Yes.
get your handkerchief out and there's blood on your face.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Not my blood. Yeah.
Sorry, I was just tenderizing some meat for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
So where were we? Yeah, I'm sad.
Yeah. I have soul crushing depression.
I love my kids.
Oh, yeah. So I've been working out. Hitting them with that soap in a sock. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody. We appreciate you being a part of the Pod Bless show tonight. All of the things that I've said that have been uncomfortable.
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been a good one. Thanks for joining with us, Mike.
You're welcome.
We do appreciate you
Nice
being
hat.
here.
Thank you.
I did notice partway through we should have switched cameras so that you guys were on opposite sides, because when Joey looks that way, he's looking off camera, and when you look at me, you're looking off camera on the thingy. Yeah, see? Oh, you pointed right at it that time. But when you look and talk at us, it's over. You're looking that
So
way.
should we
only.
put my camera there next time?
No, you can just switch it on the thing.
Should I just stare at it?
Yeah. Oh. Thanks for coming, guys.
Natalie Portman.
No, don't you say her name. You don't understand.
Ooh.
You haven't seen
I just
Star
Watching
Wars.
Bob Bless.
I just realized Andy Sandberg would be a
He would be
huge
fun.
hang. Andy Sandberg wrote all those Lonely Island Boy songs and stuff with his buddies.
We're not doing phrasing.
We can. Because all you do is say phrasing. And that's all.
Yeah, just phrasing.
They have to figure it out past that. But
It would be a huge.
perfect.
That was executed just with perfection. How did you know?
But thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Be sure to check back with us. Hopefully, next week we might be live on TikTok.
Oh,
Is it next week?
Monday.
Did you say we're going to have
Monday.
internet by then? Monday?
Monday.
Could be a thing. We'll find out. Triple water down my chin. Be sure to go out there and follow us and like and subscribe to all the platforms, the YouTubes. Subscribe to our YouTube. That helps us out so much more than anything else.
Tell them about us.
But on Facebook, share us with some friends. You can go in there and share the show with all of your friends list, and then
Share
people
the
would
show.
find out
Share,
that they have
share.
cool friends
Share the show.
that are on a podcast show that's wildly famous within the church genre.
Can we do an ASMR?
I don't know. With the 3 people that stuck it out.
Yeah, I mean,
Thanks.
Beyond Formal, Matt, Zach Dom's got 2 comments in. And Chaz for telling Matt to write something instead of watching
See,
it.
the
on
numbers
another-
don't count. Oh,
You can crank it up a little bit. That's good. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Subscribe, follow us, and like our things.
I'm Joey,
I'm Josh,
I'm Brett.
Mike.
and that's Noah.
and this is Pod Bless.
Spreading light and glee. Joey, Josh, and Brett. Talking scripture free. They got funny vibes, Christian tales with pride. Keep you entertained on this
sore,
holy
dude.
ride.
Yeah.
Funny banter strong.
First gym
you
was
can't go
yesterday.
wrong. Tune in every
First
week
step to
for their
Hot
sacred
Dad
song.
Summer. Fall.
Bubbles on your feet.
Well, it depends. If you work long enough, it'll be summer.
Hot Dad
Light and
Winter.
glee. Joey, Josh, and Brett.
Nice, right?
Talking scripture free.